सतामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् आर्तानामार्तिहन्तारं भीतानां भीतिनाशनं द्विषतां कालदण्डं तं रामचन्द्रं नमाम्यहम् सन्नद्धकवची खड्गी चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्ममाग्रतो नित्यं रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः नमः कोदण्डहस्ताय सन्धिकृतशराय च खण्डिताखिलदैत्याय रामाय पन्निवारिणे रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः अग्रतपृष्ठतश्चैव पार्श्वतश्च महाबलौ आकर्णपूर्णधन्वानौ रक्षेतां रामलक्ष्मणौ मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीयगुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलं सियावर रामचन्द्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य बाह्ये तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्। We are in the second Doha. We'll read from verse number, here it is 4 and 5. Mudamangalamaya. Before the previous slide. नहीं है ओके मुदमंगलमय संत समाजो जो जग जंगम तीरथ राजो राम भक्ति जह सुर सरिदारा सरसई ब्रह्म विचार प्रचारा विधि बोधमय कलिमल हरणी करम कदार बिनंदनि करणी हरि हरि कथा विराजति बेनी सुनत सकल मुद मंगल देनी। Sant Samaj is Muda Mangalamaya, we saw that. Jo Jagajangama Tirtha Raju, it is considered as the very moving pilgrimage center. Mobile pilgrimage. Nowadays everything is mobile. Now, so even Mahatmas, wherever they are, that is Tirtha. Because Tirtham Kurvanti Tirthani. The holiest of the places are holy because of the people who are of the nature of holiness. Once there was a movie shot here in this hall, Hollywood movie. You may be surprised. I was an actor. In that movie, I was supposed to be a sadhu only. I didn't change my attire. And the audience was students of philosophy. This was a movie where the situation was 1965 or something like that. So accordingly, they were dressed and all. So they were all here. Most of them from Hollywood. And I am supposed to be introduced as a visiting yogi. I think Yogatmananda or something, my name in that movie. And the director was there, camera and all these things were here. Heavy light, and I was put makeup also. My God, it was. Now I understand how much the actors are tortured with that. Because you cannot sweat at all. The moment you sweat, they will come. Wait. Anyway. And one person was supposed to introduce. I was given a script of some 5 minutes talk. And that person was supposed to say only one line. That is, here we have His Holiness Yogatmananda going to speak to us. Right? That's all. That fellow took 10 shots for that. Every time he made a mistake. His Highness, stop. And then the director comes and said, His Holiness. Understand that? Yes. Okay. Come again. So here we have Holiness Hohi. So, I understood. Never I want to go into that profession anymore. Anyway, I won't tell you the movie name and you will go and watch that also. You want to know? I'll let you know. I came only this small 5 minutes. And the whole movie is only 25 minutes. Anyway, so holiness means what? Holiness is our nature. Right? Born holy we are. And this divinity within us is unmanifest because of our past karmas, vasanas, habits, all our way of doing things, our knowledge, our experience, everything shrouds, covers, camouflages. Our holiness is like a little lamp inside and it is covered with a huge black pot, let us say. Obviously, it won't be manifest. So removal of the impurities brings out the inherent holiness to manifest. It is not that we have to become divine. We are divine. We have to, first of all, stop becoming inhuman. Human nature is to go towards divinity. So Sadhu Samaj, the association of holy people, is only making us able to overcome impurities of the mind. That's why Mudamanganamaya Santa Samajo Joju Gajangama Tirata Raju. And what is that? First and foremost is Rama Bhakti Jahasura Saridhara. Imparting devotion to Bhagavan. As I said, devotion is not something you acquire by reading a book or imitating someone or pretentiously being, wearing all the religious marks and rolling on the ground without having the mind centered upon the Lord. Bhagavan Krishna very clearly says, Mayyeva mana adatsva, Mayya buddhim niveshaya, nivasishyasi mayyeva. So it is not the external rituals that we do, and even if we do, if understanding is there, I'm Bhagavan ke liye kar raha hu. So I want the prema, the Lord's devotion to the Lord. Rama Bhakti Jaha Sura Saridhara. The Ganges, like that of in the Prayag, Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. Saraswati is hidden, as I said before. And so what is this Ganga? That is Rama Bhakti. Surasari, that is Ganga. Suranam Sarita. The divine confluence in that Ganga is coming from the feet of the Lord. Sarasayi Brahma Vichara Prachara. Saraswati is Brahma Vichar. So, the Santa Samaj is important because that is where you come to learn things which you otherwise will not be taught by anybody else. It is addressing and educating the soul and not just the mind or the buddhi. So that's now Vidhi Nishedamaya Kalimala Harani Karamakatara Binandini Bharani. Now the one which is Ganga is the Bhakti, as we've seen. Ganga is Bhakti and it's not going back. Ganga is Bhakti and Saraswati is Brahma Vichar. Knowledge about Brahman, which is found in the Upanishads, which are being taught, which are taught and discussed, and Vichara Yogya hi Jnanam. Jnana Vichara Yogya hai. Meaning, it is not that Guru says or the teacher says or Santa Mahatma says and then you take it home and then without thinking when you do it, you will not find results. Just like a teacher in the math class will show how to apply the formula and then come to the particular solution. She will put a problem and then apply that formula and then show how the unknown factor called x is discovered. All right. Now, going back home, you memorizing that problem, will it solve anything in your mind? Because in the exam, you will not be given the same problem, some other problem. And you should know how to apply that particular formula. It is application of the formula that is important than just merely memorizing the problem. In the same way, a guru or a teacher cannot be there in all situations in our life. But he would say how to handle your mind to manage that situation. And that vichara has to take place. How to discriminate between what is real and what is not real, what is elusive, what is appearance, what is temporary, what is permanent, what is Atman, what is Anatman. So this reflection is what is to take place. The teacher's role is to make you know how to think, not what to think. Once we know how to think, we know what we are thinking all the while is wrong. One has to admit that. So there Brahma Vichar. And Yamuna is Vidhi Nishedamaya Kalimala Harani. Yamuna is representing karma, where Ganga representing Bhakti, Saraswati Jnanam, and Yamuna is karma. Karma kata, karma kata, rabinandini bharani. Karma kata. So here, what is the karma kata? How the karma to be done. Entire 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, first 6 chapters are all about how to undertake, how to engage in the world, how to undertake our responsibilities. So therefore, it is beautifully said here, Vidhi Nishedamaya, Kalimala Harani. It is that which is remover of the malam, the impurities of Kali. Kali means Kali Yuga. I saw one video, very interesting video, somebody sent me. Balbiyar class. So the teacher was teaching about Ramayana, Mahabharata and all that. And then went back home, the boy asked my dad, Daddy, I have a question. You know Mahabharata? Yes. You know Ramayana? Yes. All right. So Bhagavan Rama listened to his father. When he said, He was sticking to what father's commands were. So, Rama followed father's words. That's why we worship him. Yes. In Bhagavatam, it is said, Prahlad did not listen to his father's words. His father was saying what? Hiranyakashipuve namaha? No. Narayanaya namaha. So, my question is, what should I do? Should I resort to, let's say, follow Prahlad or Ram? The father thought about it, vichar karke bataya. Treta Yuga mein Ram listened to his father. Dwapara Yuga mein Prahlad, what did he do? He did not listen to his father. Ab Kali Yuga hai. Listen to the mother. That is the only way out. Anyway, Kali Malaharani. So that is, Kali is what? Kali is where we are confused. We are not clear about what is dharma and adharma. There is no clarity there. As Duryodhan said, I know what is dharma, but I can't follow it. What is adharma, I cannot stop it. Even in that condition of Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, he was so confused. So what to talk of us, where we have no guidance at all around us? That is the reason why Santa Mahatmas will give a correct direction about what to do and how it is to be done. Vidhi nishedamaya. Vidhi means what to do. Jo karna hai, kartavya hai. What is to be done? Oh, vidhi. Vidhi means injunction, instruction. Nisheda is what is to be avoided. And what is to be avoided is very vague in our mind, because everybody follows something and we think since everybody does, it is okay. See, what we are teaching in Balviyar for the children is, irrespective of who is around you, you should know what is right and what is wrong. Because you may be in the group of people or company of people who may not know that, and when everybody does, you also think it's okay to do. Otherwise it will become antisocial. They are afraid of that. That's why Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Karmano hyapi bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha, akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. Karmanaha gatihi gahana. The way of action is very deep and ununderstandable. Each one of us should decide what is correct for us. In general, there are certain things to be done and certain things to be not done for sure. Even in a society of community of people, is it not that the constitution or whatever that is there, a law of the land decides and tells, these are the things you should not do in this country or in this place. May not be suitable in some other place. So vidhi is what is to be done. And nisheda is what should not be done. So when you're traveling also, are you carrying this thing? Then you will ask, who are you to ask? If you want to travel, don't carry these things in your baggage. That is what called vidhi. And what is nishiddham? Not to be done. So in any situation we should know, and even when we are interacting with people, we should know what to say and what not to say also. Though you would like to say, but this is not the right place to say. Or this is not the right person to say. This is not the right way to say. So in the Vedas it is clearly given, if you want this ritual to become complete and 100% giving you result, this is the way to go about. Vidhi nishedamaya kalimalaharani karma kata rabinandini bharani. Karma kata. And it is considered as Yamuna is the daughter of Ravi, the sun. Saraswati is Brahmaji's daughter. Rabinandini Bharani. Bharani, it is described as a son's daughter. No, son's daughter? SUN's daughter, not son's daughter. So, Karamakata. So, it is said that Yasya udayeneha jagat prabudyate pravartate cha kila karma siddhaye. Yasyodayeneha jagat prabudyate pravartatena cha pravartate cha kila karma siddhaye. Yasya udayena iha. Is it not true? As many of you know, all the karmas prescribed in the rituals as positive results for us must be done only when sunrise takes place. Because Bhagavan Surya blesses his daughter, Yamuna, who is representing karma. So many of the rituals, and almost all rituals for positive punya must be done only in the presence of the sun. It is said the fire in which you are offering ahuti is representative of that sun. The fire is also heat and light. Sun is also heat and light. You are invoking the sun which is hidden in the wood. It is Gupta. That Gupta, that is the sun hidden in that wood, is invoked with mantras and opened up. So the Agni is representing, because we cannot offer to the sun obviously, so it is being offered here. Agni. So Yamuna representing the Karma Kata. Karma Kata Rabinandini Bharani. It is said that meditating upon Yamuna will remove all the sins in your mind. Uttering the mantra of Yamuna is going to remove the impurities caused by your speech. And taking the holy dip in the Yamuna removes the bodily created sins. Mana, Karma, Mana, Kaya, Vak. These are the three instruments with which we usually commit all sins. That's why Kayena Vacha, Manasa, Indriyerva, Buddhyatmanava, Prakriti Swabhavat. First thing, three things already said. Kayena, Vacha, Manasa. These are the three main means through which we create impurities in our mind and the body and the speech. So, Harihara Kata Virajati Beni Sunata Sakala Muda Mangaladini. And so in the Santa Samaja, in the form of Harihara Kata, the stories related to Bhagavan Shiva, Hara, and Bhagavan Vishnu, Hari, Harihara Kata, Bira Jati Beni. So the three of them coming together. Veni means that braid like coming together confluence is like that of these stories that are interwoven, which are explaining bhakti, karma and jnana. Jnana is Gupta and karma and bhakti are visible, and these three coming together through the form of different stories related to Bhagavan Vishnu and Shiva, which are explaining about the nature of karma, jnanam and bhakti. Harihara Kata Virajati Beni. You know, many of you have been to Haridwar, right? It is interesting, I know I might have told you this. That Shaivites said it is not Haridwar, it is Haradwar. Because it's a starting point or a door, Dwar means door towards Kedarnath. So therefore it's called Haradwar. No, then the Vaishnava said nothing doing. It is the only doorway to Badrinath, therefore it is Haridwar. So they went on back and forth, what to name it as, Haridwar or Haridwar. So that time Britishers were ruling, so they said, don't you people fight. We will make changes in that. What? Hardwar. Sabka dwar hai. So it is, in English it is written hardware. It is not Haradwar, it is not Haridwar, it is Hardwar. That Harwar, Hardwar. Har means sabke liye. But there in the Prayaga, the discussion and the satsanga is about what? The stories and the beautiful expression of devotion done by the, or Bhagavatas, by the Bhaktas, expressed by the Bhaktas, that are discussed there to create that atmosphere of divinity in our heart. Harihara Katha Virajati Meni Sunata Sakala. When you listen to that, Muda Mangaladin, that which gives Muda Mangala. As I said, Mangala in the form of auspiciousness in our life, Muda in the form of great Ananda that happens in the quietude of the mind, in the Samadhi Sthiti. Rama Bhakti, Karma Katha, and Brahma Vichar. These are the three confluences. By being in the Prayag of the Santa Samaj, we get the same holiness and purity and divinity. When we are in the Santa Samaj, it is equal to that of taking a dip in Prayag. And it is said, once Sri Rama, in Aranyakanda, Lakshmana had some questions to ask, though he asked this question, what is Brahman? To Rama himself. What is Maya? So he related these three paths that are available for human being: Karma Marga, Bhakti Marga, and Jnana Marga. So he said, Dharmate virati jog, Jarmate virati jogte jnana, Jnana mocha pratveda pakhana, Jate vegi dravavu me bayi, So mama bhagati bhagata sukhadayi. He said, Dharmate virati. Pehla jo ye hona chahiye. A person who really wants to discover divinity within must know what to give up. Dharmate virati. Virati means viraha. Virati. Vigata rati. No more delight in certain things which are not useful, on the other hand, sometimes harmful to one's growth also. So, dharmate, by performance of actions which are as prescribed by the Vedas or as prescribed by the way of life, stage of life, swadharma. When performance of that takes place, then there is virati. Now you may say that, Swamiji, nowadays it doesn't work. What is swadharma? Acha. Ab aap sab yahan aaye hain. You have come here, right? Is it your dharma or not to be here? Meaning, your children are studying, but you are also here. So, you also got up early. Not early means around 8 o'clock. And then got up, got ready and pushed them out of the bed. Okay, come and take, afterwards you can take bath. Nobody bothers about, come along, let's go. So you all have come here along with your children. Now, you could have been spending more time in the bed or watching some, uska virag ho gaya hai ki nahi? Usme. You have already practiced viragya now. How? Performance of dharma. So when we take up what is to be done, we obviously give up some indulgences, some wasteful spending of time. So in our life, we should know what is to be done correctly, and naturally what is not to be done or what is waste of time is already taken care. Dharmate virati. So that's why Bhagavan says, Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmo bhayavaha. Swadharma paripalanam. So when we take up something which we selflessly do it because it is my duty to do, when you are busy with performing your duties of life, naturally unnecessary engagement in things that are indulging only, sensuousness only, waste of time only, is already given up. Because when you are busy with what is to be done, you have no time for wasting of your time. So what does the karma teach us? Dharmate virati, jogate jnana. Jnana. Jnana is out of yoga. Yoga here should mean practice of certain disciplines as prescribed in the scriptures, Upanishad, etc. And per the tutelage of the Guru. That is what is called here to be understood as yoga. Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanena tattvadarshinaha. The men of knowledge will instruct you about how to think. So this may, so by that yogite jnana. And what is jnanam for? Jnana moksha pradveda bhakana. Jnana moksha prada. Moksham pradati. It provides you or paves way for liberation, freedom. Freedom from the endless cycle of birth and death. Joy, the sorrows of life and unwanted and unpleasant situations in life, how to overcome and be free in your mind, this knowledge will help you to reach that. So it appears Bhagavan Rama was praising Jnanam, right? He says, Dharmate virati jogite jnana jnana mocha prada veda bakana. But he says, slowly, jate vegi dravam me bhai. But what melts my heart is bhakti. Begs, jate vegi. But quickly what will melt my heart is dravam me bhai so mama bhagati. Bhagata Sukadai. It's a bhakti that really melts the heart of the Bhagavan. And the other day I was talking about this point. See, when we are devoted to Bhagavan, we have reason. Right? I want this, I want that, I want that. At least Bhagavan Shanti Dev. So even if you do not give me this and that, it's okay. I may not deserve, it's all right. But Shanti. So one person went to a Mahatma and said, Mahatma ji, एक प्रश्न है क्या? मुझे मोक्ष मिल गया, परंतु शांति नहीं मिला. Mahatma was really shocked. मोक्ष मिल गया आपको? हाँ. तो शांति नहीं मिला? नहीं. I got moksha, but I have not got shanti. How is that? Moksha मेरा बीबी का नाम है, शांति मेरा गर्लफ्रेंड्स का नाम है. Anyway, those who understand. So मोक्ष मिल जाएगा ज्ञान से. ज्ञान मोक्ष प्रद वेद बकाना. But what melts the heart of Bhagavan? So now when we go and approach the Lord, we have reason. We want this, we want at least give me shanti, at least give me moksha. But why should Bhagavan be devoted to us? Batao. And the context was, I was talking on Valmiki Ramayana, Sundarkand mein, Hanumanji brings the Chudamani from Sita. And he gives it to Bhagavan Rama. And Bhagavan Ram took it in his heart and started to weep. Looking at it, he said, it reminds me of Sita. And what was she doing? Constantly thinking about him only, in spite of being tortured by Ravan all the time. Thinking about a devotee who, in spite of all the violence and disturbance and cruelty, holding on to Bhagavan. That melts the heart of Bhagavan. Not the Chudamani. Chudamani, of course, is definitely has come from the crest jewel, it has come from the head of Sita. He now definitely is very emotional about it. But then, listening to how, in that situation, instead of giving up, she's holding on. Shraddha. That heart, that melts the heart of the Lord. So, a bhakta's devotion melts the heart of the Bhagavan. That's why he says, Jate veki dravo me bhai. Oh, my dear brother, hey bro, my heart melts. In what? So mama bhakati bhakata sukadai. And in this bhakti, not only my heart melts and I am so fond of my devotees, and the devotees are enjoying that very love for the Lord. Sukadai. Now, that is the reason a bhakta would say, Mujhe mukti nahi chahiye, bhakti de do. Hanumanji, what did he? He said that I will take you to Vaikuntha. No, I'll be here. Why? I want to be in the presence of your bhaktas. I want to enjoy every moment of how your devotees are reveling in your devotion and listening to the katha of Ramayana every moment. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kridamastakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namadarakshasantakam. Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam. Wherever that is being sung. Tatra Tatra Kritam Amastakanjalim. Standing there with a folded hand. Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam. With ears, eyes filled with tears, listening to the Ramakatha. So that joy, it's not just that it gives joy to my devotees and my heart melts with devotion. So therefore, it is this reason why Tulasidas ji first put Rama Bhakti. The first thing is in Rama Bhakti Jaha Surasari. First he introduced Bhakti. Meaning, this, if you have got Bhakti, Jnana or Karma will fall in line. Because Karma is for Chitta Shuddhyartham. Jnana Tattva Nishchitartham. Bhakti, Rama Bhakti Praptyartham. So, karma, chitta shuddhi ke liye, for the purity of mind, to stay away from what is not to be done. Karma yoga gives us that clarity and what is to be done, what not to be done, etc. And so we stay away from unwanted actions, unwanted engagements in this world. Jnana gives you clarity about what is to be reached, pushes us forward in that understanding. But the ultimate what you call gain or acme of the whole thing is Rama Bhakti. So that is the reason here. Bhagati Tata Anupama Sukha Moola Milai Jo Santa Hoi Anukula. Bhagavan continued to say that to Lakshmana, Bhagati Tata, oh my dear, this devotion is Anupama Sukha Moola. Anupama. Incomparable. There is no Upama. Sukha Moola. Very root of all bliss. Milai jo santa hoyi anukula. Only when you have remains favorable to Santa Mahatmas, you get it. Otherwise you don't get it. This is very clear. Santa Samaj se hi, Satsangitve hi, Bhakti mil jayega. And Bhagavan Anugraha comes through the form of Satsanga. Sadhu Sangha is not just being in the presence of sadhus, but being mentally tuned to them. And when they are glorifying the Lord, singing the glory of the Lord, getting tuned to that very emotion, the love and then the bhava. And therefore he says, Milai jo sant hoi anukula. Now, in whether you take the path of karma or path of bhakti, especially bhakti, and path of jnana, each is one thing which must be there in the student or in the speaker must be, that is Shraddha. Shraddham vina jnanam na labate. Without the Shraddha, jnana nahi milega. Because the knowledge that is being imparted by the Guru is not something visible to you. Something which is not tangible, it's not an object. Brahma jnana bhi Shraddha se hi hota hai. In Kaivalya Upanishad, when the student approached to and asked this question, please teach me, Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtam Yaya Sadbihi Sevyamanam Nigodam Yaya Chirat Sarva Papam Vyabohya Paratvaram Yadi Purusham Yadi Vidwan. Teach me that knowledge. So to that student, the teacher said, I'll teach you. Tasmai Sahovacha Pitamahascha. Brahma himself is teaching this and he says, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yogadavaihi. First one is Shraddha. So here in the next verse it said, we read that verse number 6 here. बड़ विश्वास अचल निज धर्मा तीरथ राज समाज सुकर्मा सब ही सुलभ सब दिन सब देसा सेवत सादर समन कलेसा अकत अलौकिक तीरथ राजो दे सद्य फल प्रगट प्रभाव. But Biswas Achala Nicha Dharma Tirata Raja Samaj Sukarma. So, there in the Prayaga, we find a very ancient banyan tree. It's called Vata Vruksha. The banyan tree in our Hindu tradition is a very, very interesting symbolism. We've seen in 15th chapter also, where their roots are above and the branches are below. It is also called people tree, where the roots are above and branches are below. Urdhvamulam adashakam ashwattam prahuravyayam. This is called Ashwatha tree or Ashwatha Vruksha, Vata Vruksha, where the roots are above. What does it mean? Usually the roots are below in any tree. What is mean by roots are above? Look at any organizational chart. Where is the CEO put? Way below. No, above, right? CEO and then board of directors and board directors. And then you have executives. The chief technology officer, chief fraud officer, chief financial officer, and all the CFO, CEO, CTO, CMO, CEO. Below that, other. So now, where is the root then? Above, right? Or even in a family tree, root is above. Similarly, Brahma eva moolam. Brahman is the moolam. Moolam here, Urdhva moolam, and all other things, adashakam. So this banyan tree It appears, it's large, it always grows like a large one, and then you will see branches coming down and becoming roots. And you do not know which is a root, which is a branch. This is called Vata Vriksha. And because of the very fact that it has such a well-rooted, the branch himself has become the root, it is very, very sturdy and remains for thousands of years, it is said. Because one part of it may die, but the rest of the part take over. And then that will remain for some time, and then after some time, that some part of it will go on. Again, some more part of the same tree only will continue to be there. So in Prayag it is said, a Vata Vriksha is there, which is from times immemorial, it has been there. So it is that Vriksha, say, Vata Biswas Achala Nijadama. This Vata, this particular, the Vata Vriksha is Achala. It is unshakable indeed. And what is it representing? Vishwas. Vishwas, as in other words, Shraddha. Shraddha or Vishwas, iske bare mein, we have seen that before also when it is referred as Bhagavan Shiva and Parvati, right? That Bhagavan Shiva representing the Vishwas and Parvati representing Shraddha. Bhavani Shankarau Vande Shraddha Vishwasarupino Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Svantastamishwaram. So this Vishwasa is a total trust in one's own belief. What one believes as something which will make him or her better. Vata Vishwas Achala Nijadama. And in this context is, in the karma, in the world of action, what Vishwas we should have? Swadharme Vishwasa. In what is that is to be done by me, in my particular stage of life, if I am a brahmachari or if I am a grihastha, whatever be the stage of my life, in that particular stage of my life or role of my life, what is to be done by me, without any ill will, without any likes and dislikes. किसके लिए कर रहे हो? For what purpose or for whom you are doing? भगवान के लिए कर रहा हूँ. Don't say that my wife I am doing or my children I am doing, and you will be disappointed. I am sorry to say that. If you say that for her I am doing, for him I am doing, for my child is doing, I am for, and when you are doing for someone, thinking that you are helping that person, or you naturally, whether you like it or not, there is a certain amount of expectations will start. Itna kiya maine, ab kya kiya? Always the question would come, I did everything for you, what are you doing for me? Bhagavan ke liye. If I am doing it for him, there is no question of expecting. In fact, I am expressing my gratitude for whatever you have already given. So at which stage of life, whichever be the stage of life, Swadharme Vishwas, एक कर्म होगा, कर्म मार्ग में. ज्ञान मार्ग में गुरौ शास्त्रे च विश्वास. In the Guru, one who is teaching the correct knowledge, and Shastra which he refers to give the correct knowledge, in that one has to have Vishwas. Total trust in the teacher's words and also what is being taught, from what the source is. और भक्ति में तो श्रद्धा होना ही होगा. Because Bhagavan, unseen but everywhere, unknown but knows me, all the time there with me, all the time in my heart. उसमें विश्वास रखना जरूर. श्रद्धा, that is Vata Vishwas. Vata Vishwas Achala Nijadama. That is Achala, unshakable. That is the Tirata Raj Samaj Sukharama. That is the royal court of all the pilgrimages. Because that is what we find, that is the palace of Prayag. It is said. Such a beautiful palace of Prayag is what? Vatavruksha there. And interesting, we'll see in the next class, this Vatavruksha is where Bhagavan Vishnu at the end of Pralaya will lie on that Vatavruksha Patra. Beautifully said, Yatra chaikarna veshete nashte stavara jangame sarvatra jala sambhurne vate bhalava purharihi. When during the Pralaya, when everything has been dissolved into nothing, only one leaf of Vatavruksha will be there, on which Bhagavan Bhalavapur Harihi, as a young child, lying on there. Always he is happy. So, he is happily saying, waiting for the next one to happen. That's why when we look at the young child, this is representing Bhala. Bhalavapur Harihi. A young child, Bhagavan Vishnu lying there, waiting for the next one, manifesting out of his own mind. So that Vatavruksha is found to be in Prayag. We'll see more of it and then conclude the second Doha. Then we will increase our speed slowly. Our run rate has to increase. Om sarve bhavanta sukhinah sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkhabhat bhavet. Om shanti 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 harihi om Shri Gurubhyo namaha Hari Om. So there are few things that I have to announce.